Alan, because we are talking about something which is kind of a taboo as well, like a lot of other things, I would love for you to also highlight. You mentioned about an aspect which is talking directly and coming to the point and not just going around the bush is one aspect of being shameless. How about you actually, for our audience, share some analogy on what is it in the corporate world specifically, because I think that's where we are today. We have maximum of our audience coming in from that segment to feel the relatability, that what is this idea of being shameless. I mean, how do you look at it in day-to-day life?
So many ways, right? Let's break it down to a few pieces, right? Something more relatable to everyone that's working right now. It's as simple as asking for a promotion or a salary increment, right? Many times that when you are not shameless enough to ask for the promotion that you deserve or you want, so everyone can work with you towards it, or ask for the salary increment that you think you deserve as well, and that that maybe your boss, your team can help you to work towards that goal. But because you're not shameless enough to ask for those kind of things, end up that your boss or your team thinks that you're fine where you are, and that maybe you don't mind waiting for the next round of increment, next round of bonus, next round of whatever lah. So that you end up waiting, and who gets frustrated? You get frustrated, right? And then when you turn in bad work, who gets frustrated? Your team gets frustrated, right? That's just one aspect of it. That's why I always tell people to go for it, right? Ask for what you want, so people can help you to work around it, to help you to achieve it, that sort of things. And then on the other segment, if you are in the sales line, partnership line, you got to be as shameless as possible, right? You cannot sit there and wait for partnership to fall into your lap. You have to go up right there, knock on doors, talk to presidents, talk to VPs, talk to CEO. It's okay if you screw up, but that's how you practice. In fact, one of my favorite stories to tell, when I first started Go-Kart about a few years back, wow, that's the epitome of me being shameless. I was supposed to meet up with someone, not meet up. I was trying to get someone from one of these corporate, right? He was a VP in that corporate sector, which would help me to lead me to the next partnership that I can build for Go-Kart. Unfortunately, this guy is a very busy person. He can't get him on the phone, and his PA or his secretary always tell me that he's out doing this, doing that. We need to schedule this, schedule that. So it becomes frustrating after a while, right? But that doesn't mean you can't get to that person. So what I did was I basically went to the building. There's a cafe downstairs, and I was waiting there from 10 o'clock, around there. I can't remember, 10 something, 11, right? And I'll just sit there and wait for it, having coffee. And he's bound to come down sometime. So thankfully, he came down shortly just after lunch started. I think it's about 12 something, 1, around there. And, I just walk up to him and bump into him. I know him, he knows me, right? So I just walk up to him and bump into him and say that, oh, fancy meeting you here, and so forth. And he said, oh, Alan, what are you doing here? I said, no, I was just basically grabbing a coffee. I was having a meeting around here. And, and I just sat down and had my coffee. And then he said, oh, you should have called. I said, I tried calling you many times, my dear friend, but you just can never get to you. And then he laughs, say, yeah, these days the timing is really bad, and so forth. Then I said, why not we make an appointment right now? And that, my friend, that's how I got my first appointment. Not first appointment, the first appointment for that building, for Go-Kart. And, and ever since then, it's been history. Until now, he doesn't know of this story. He doesn't know I've been sitting there for like 2 years.